Former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev, whose reforms led to the unexpected disintegration of her own country and the collapse of communism in Central and Eastern Europe, has died in Moscow at the age of 91. Russian news agencies said on Tuesday that Gorbachev, who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1990, died after a difficult and prolonged illness. Gorbachev was the first and last president of the Soviet Union. He became General Secretary of the Communist Party in 1985, only 53 years old, and remained in that post until it was dissolved in 1991 with the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Alongside internal reform, Gorbachev initiated a new period of softening with the West. He survived to see this period of détente decisively come to an end as Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine and Russia returned to international isolation. He declined to comment publicly on the war. They did so in a series of mostly peaceful revolutions that swept through Poland, Hungary, East Germany, Czechoslovakia and, more violently, Romania. Gorbachev struggled in his own country to control the separatist claims of his empire's constituent republics, Baltic states, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Georgia. It was a bloodier affair. In 1990–91, the dominance of the Communist Party was slipping. Gorbachev's own position was also faltering as hardliners sought to halt the nascent collapse of the Soviet Union. In August 1991, a group of ultra-conservatives seized power in a coup d'état while Gorbachev was on vacation in Crimea. Their reign lasted 3 days. The man who brought it to an end was Boris Yeltsin, the newly elected president of the Russian Federation. Gorbachev remained in office until late 1991 and presided over the rapid collapse of the Soviet Union when successive republics, including Ukraine, voted for independence. He left the political scene on December 27. The Soviet conservatives may have been defeated, but by 2000 there was an unsmiling former KGB spy in the Kremlin, their protégé, named Vladimir Putin. Gorbachev's relationship with Putin was mixed. He endorsed Putin's revisionist policy in foreign affairs, including Russia's war in Georgia in 2008 and Ukraine's annexation of the Crimean Peninsula in 2014. Gorbachev, however, paid little attention to Putin's slow and systematic crushing of civil society. In several notable speeches, he accused him of making the United Russia Party a bad copy of the Communist Party and of blatant authoritarianism. He thinks democracy is getting in the way, Gorbachev said of Putin in 2010. Russian state media, on the other hand, portrayed Gorbachev as the enemy. He made him variously a CIA stooge and the man responsible for the collapse of the Soviet Union. As Putin put it, the 20th century described it as the greatest political catastrophe of the century. For the most part, he ignored it. Gorbachev was a paradoxical figure in his final years, when he actively campaigned for philanthropy following the death of his wife, Raisa, from cancer. Abroad, he was seen as a hero of the Cold War, whose actions, or lack of it, led to a freer world. He was greatly humiliated and disliked in Russia, and impersonal at best, a traitor at worst.